The internet was supposed to set us free. A place where every voice could speak, every mind could meet, and every lie could be exposed. But somewhere in that endless sea of data, freedom became something else. Something quietly rewritten, line by line, algorithm by algorithm. Most people think the CIA is a shadow of the Cold War, spies, briefcases, whispered secrets. But what if I told you that the greatest operation they ever ran didn't take place in jungles or foreign capitals? It happened here, inside the internet you use every day. To understand how, we need to go back to a time before social media, before smartphones, when the internet was a fragile web of connection, and the US government saw something terrifying in it: chaos. They feared the internet could empower anyone. Activists, hackers, enemies. So the CIA and its sister agencies began a quiet race. Not to censor the web, but to shape it. In 1993, a small program was launched under DARPA, the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. It was called LifeLog. Its goal? To collect every piece of a person's life, communication, movements, purchases, photos, thoughts, and build a permanent, searchable database. Just 1 year later, the same scientists who helped design LifeLog were working with Silicon Valley startups, the ones that would become Facebook, Google, and Amazon. LifeLog was officially shut down in 2004, the very same month Facebook went live. Coincidence? Maybe. But when you follow the money, the same names keep appearing. Former intelligence officers, DARPA engineers, and venture capital funds tied to the national security state. They didn't need to control the internet directly. They only needed to nudge it, fund the right technologies, and design the pipes through which the world would eventually think. The CIA didn't invent the internet, but they learned something powerful from it. The most efficient surveillance system is the one people choose to use themselves. Every app that tracks you, every search engine that learns you, every smart device that listens, wasn't forced upon you. You downloaded it, you agreed, you shared, and somewhere inside that exchange, convenience for privacy, an invisible hand began rewriting the balance of power. Then came 9/11. The world changed overnight. The Patriot Act opened the door to mass data collection. And behind that door stood not just the NSA, but an entire network of private contractors, AI researchers, and government liaisons. The CIA no longer needed wiretaps. They had metadata. They no longer needed spies in the field. They had your GPS location. What used to take months of field work could now be done in milliseconds by an algorithm. Some call it protection. Others call it manipulation. But the truth lies in the code. A code that shapes what we see, what we believe, what we fear. Think about your social media feed. What if that feed is no longer neutral? What if, in the endless war for influence, the CIA learned to weaponize information itself? From the Arab Spring to misinformation campaigns, from election interference to content moderation, the lines between national security and public perception blurred. The internet became the new battlefield, and you became the terrain. But here's the irony. The same internet they sought to control is now uncontrollable. The same algorithms they built have learned to think for themselves. And in that chaos, the truth sometimes leaks out. A whistleblower here, a leaked document there, a glimpse of how deep the manipulation runs. Every system designed for control eventually turns on its creator. The internet was born from the dream of open knowledge. But power, as always, found its way in. Maybe that's the real story of our time. Not just how the CIA manipulated the internet, but how easily the internet manipulated us. Because in the end, the greatest illusion of control is believing we ever truly had it.